Hey, what's up, everybody? Akita, Tisha here. This episode, we're talking about couples working together and the struggles that you can find yourself in with that situation. So we're going to kick it off. Why do you hate working with me?
No, we're going to talk about the ugly truth.
Why do you hate working with me?
I don't.
That's the first question. All right? The audience is waiting. Why do you hate working with your husband? What is going on?
Okay.
Come on, we on a time schedule. Let's go.
I'm beat red.
Look, your rosacea is like flaming right now.
I do not hate working with us. That's an overstatement. But we do have our challenges working together, surprisingly.
Right? Surprisingly.
I mean, I think it's surprising for people watching. Yeah. I don't think that you would think that we have.
That we hate them.
We do not hate. I do not hate working with you. Why don't we talk about the positive things?
I hate, no.
First.
Right.
And then get into the challenges.
We're talking about the...
Oh, maybe we should do negative. And
the negatives and the positives with working with your spouse.
Right. Us.
For us. Because we're not in your house. So.
Right. So what is, I'll say one of my challenges.
Yeah.
Is that sometimes I feel like he doesn't listen to me.
You think that the husband doesn't listen to you, or you think that the business partner doesn't listen to you?
I think we're talking about
because you
we're
gotta
talking
have
as far
some
as working together.
Right.
I think that no, forget that one. Scratch that one. I think that he plays too much sometimes. I think that he jokes too much. Sometimes when I'm in the middle of a really focused thought and I'm really serious, he'll be joking. And then I think we work differently.
That's what it is.
I think we work different. I think I get super focused and I want to just I want to get it done, and I just want to just keep going at it until I'm tired of as far as the thought process and getting stuff done. But I think he likes to take breaks, and he's more
I don't like to take breaks. I like to get stuff done.
He likes to have fun while he's doing it.
I like to get stuff done, but I don't like to beat around the bush with stuff. And I think her patience level with that is not the best, because sometimes
what are you talking about, beat around the bush?
Sometimes when we're having a meeting and we're trying to get to the meat of the meeting, there is she want to add the mashed potatoes and the collard greens. And I'm like, all right, let's just get to the point. She wanted to give a whole backstory. We had a meeting the other day, and you were giving a whole backstory. And I'm
if you're coming on and you're helping me with something, then I feel like you need to understand my ideas behind it. And he's kind of he already has his idea of what he wants to talk about. And I want to talk about that too, but I want to make sure that you understand. For me, I like to feel like people understand what I'm talking about. Understand where
that
I'm
was
coming
not the
from.
purpose of the meeting.
Because
that was not on the agenda. That was not on the agenda.
We didn't have an agenda. That's probably the problem. We didn't have an agenda.
Right.
That probably would help.
But
if we had an agenda.
We had a certain amount of time, and most of the time of the meeting was getting a recap of
because everything. I feel it's important that you understand the
vision. I think so too, but I think for that meeting though was something different. But
all right, well we won't talk about that meeting.
Yeah.
I think in general, so like I said, my challenge is I think we have different work styles. I think we work differently. And I think that's just it. You have a different personality. Yep. I can get real direct, and I'll say focused in my way. Not that he's not focused, but he gets focused in his way. And I think that our work styles can sometimes clash, which is weird because then there are other times and when especially when we're in more of a creative space. That it clicks. I think that we click better.
Yeah. But sometimes, and sometimes I struggle with sarcasm, and when, like I said, when we're not getting to the point or it's not making sense to me, I may say something that is not the nicest. I will admit. See,
and then we go into thank you.
Therapy.
Got it on tape. It's on tape.
Well, who's editing this? Hello. No. snip, snip. But yeah, I mean, I think I will admit to that. Sometimes, like, I don't know. I think my patience level for stuff like that and meetings are already long and drawn out. And I've been in my share of meetings. And when it's not focused and it's not, it doesn't get to the point, I start to lose interest.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. He loses interest faster than I do.
Like I just want to.
And I like to talk.
Yes.
I like to talk.
And I like to talk too, but when we are in the understanding that it's going to be a talk.
I like to talk more than he likes to talk. Even outside of meetings, because sometimes he just be like,
no, because
his mind
I feel
starts
like
going other places.
Yeah.
So
and I think because when the conversation starts going like this, then my mind starts going like this. If we're supposed to be here and the conversation stays here, I'm good. But once it starts going off into here...
But all of this is important to me.
Yes, it is important to you. You're exactly right. It is all important to her.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that is one of our biggest struggles.
So I need to work on
what do you need
paying
to work
attention
on?
what's important to her. Right? I gotta, yes. You're shrugging your shoulders
happy
for it.
Wife, happy. You should go get them glasses.
Exactly.
Happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife. I'm gonna go get them. Hold them.
No. So let me tell y'all. So that's one of the struggles. The other struggle is
Don't talk about me when I'm not there.
Like he's very more fun loving and more like
I want to enjoy what I'm doing.
Yes.
So.
And I want to just
happy wife. Happy life.
Mind y'all, we have not used these glasses, and I'm thinking there's a reason. But anyway.
Y'all know what it is.
So, I'll ask you. So, what do you feel like is one of?
No, I mean, I think that you do like to talk, and sometimes that.
We already talked about that one.
Well, that was my thing.
But there's nothing you hate about working together?
Well, that was one of the things I hated. No, why are we saying hate now? I thought we moved on. I thought we moved on from that.
Okay, go ahead.
So that's one of the things that I don't really connect to as much. Like when we're supposed to be talking about something and the conversation is just all over the place. Like
it is
I like it to be.
To it. It's not all over the place.
I like to, from what I'm used to, because I have a lot of experience in like the corporate world and meetings with like big wigs and things like that. And when conversations start to veer off, it's like, okay, what are we doing here? But in all reality, when you're talking about the social media space and the influencer space and the creative space, then it probably does kind of veer off into other places like that. And I got to work on that. So, yeah.
Right.
But that's one thing that's a struggle for.
Is that the only thing?
I mean, the other but one thing that is probably challenging for both of us is when we are not good as a couple and then still trying to work. That is tough. Let me tell you.
Okay. We have grown a little bit, just a little bit in this area, but in the beginning, it would be very much like, he would like hold on to stuff like a long time. And so then that would make it difficult.
If it's not resolved, no, I'm not. It's not as easy for me to just let it go.
Right. And I think for me, if something got to get done, then I'm like, let's just get it done. But I can.
But your attitude is shifted though.
Yeah. Now I'm in
She's like, okay, we're recording.
I'm like, I might as well have a 3-piece
like, so I'll ask you a question. You're like, I don't know.
A 3-piece suit on and some heels, and I'm like, can I help you? So that throws.
Yeah.
Yeah, that throws it off. But
it's tough.
We've gotten a little bit better.
We have gotten better.
A little. He's gotten better with not
holding on to stuff.
Not bringing certain energy.
Right, and you've gotten better with
your
composure.
With my facial features.
With your composure, because...
That's what that is?
Yeah.
My composure?
Because she'll say, oh, everything's fine, or let's just do this, but you'll ask her a question, she'll be like, I don't know. What did you say? What did we talk about? Well, I'm like, okay, so you want to do the intro? No, you do the intro. You can do it.
Oh, okay, so you know what else is difficult when working together?
What?
Is we just have different styles.
Right.
Right? Akita is last minute. He is last minute. He will.
But I'll be pulling through in the clutch though. Like,
he does get it done, but
and it turns out to be.
But let
really
me finish.
Good.
I do not like waiting to the last minute
Nope.
to do stuff. So I'm like, we're going on in like 2 minutes. When I tell you he's coming like 30 seconds before, he's coming 15 seconds before we're going live. He's here. And I'm just like, I have learned though, I think I've gotten better. I have learned that there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Yep.
And he's come through enough that I'm like, he'll get here. It might be 2 minutes before.
And it'll be fine.
That annoys the crap out of me.
And it'll be fine.
So
and I think with that sometimes you may have like this.
I'm preparing.
I want to control my outcome.
Before.
I want to control all of this and this, that, and the other, expecting that to kind of.
Yes, because preparation. Like if I've just been that type of person. Let's get there 15, 20 minutes before, not at the time that we're supposed to be there. But like I said, I have learned that
and I'm getting there.
Doesn't function.
I'm getting. Well, I wouldn't say that I'm like that with everything. Like if it's for like if I have a meeting, like
you still wait longer than I. He waits longer than I would wait, but he might do. I
still get there early.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But for stuff like this, I'm getting better. She's talking about like when we do our podcast or when we do our recordings or we have meetings.
No, it's just everything. He's just a little more laid back than. It's not a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing.
You trying to say like I don't be working, like I don't.
I didn't say that. I'm not saying he gets it done. He gets the job. He gets whatever he has to do done. I just work differently. Like I just would like to have it done a long time ahead of time, but it still gets done. Like and I think like that's what I've just come to recognize, that it doesn't have to be my way. It doesn't have to be the way that I would do it. It still gets done.
Yeah. When it boils down to it.
Yeah.
So what are some of the positive things? Because I feel like
so positive. They wanted to hear the juice. They wanted to hear the juice about the negative things.
Yeah.
The positive things, I think that we feed off each other really well, especially like when we're doing videos, when we're doing lives, when we do like events with people, when like we have a real good
we know each other
energy.
Yeah. I think we share the stage with each other well.
Right.
Because like you'll say something and I might interject, or I say something and you interject.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And that is not
easy.
It doesn't take it's not easy for you.
I'm just saying that's not easy for a lot of people to do. Like what we have is something special.
It doesn't take any work.
Yeah.
It doesn't take any work.
But you know, that's because we talk like that even off camera. Like
I don't know.
I'll be talking and you'll just be like, "Oh, look at that over there," or "Did you do this?" Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that piece out, but it is something that that we just do easily. It doesn't really take any work. So that's
what makes us special.
It's weird, but it
works.
It's weird in like just trying to figure it out, like how you do it,
but it works.
Or how you show somebody else to do it, but it works. So
it works.
I think that's good. I think when we are on the same page, when we are prayed up, when we are in the same headspace, when we are good, when
we're composed,
it's really good.
Yeah.
Like all kinds of ideas come out, all kinds of plans come out, all kinds of things come out. And so that, I think, what about you?
Yeah, I think so. I think that it helps when we are married, so we all have the same goal that we want this thing to succeed, because it's not just helping us on an individual level, it's helping us as a whole. You know what I mean? So I want to see this thing do well, you want to see this thing do well. And I like when we get into the spaces where like we're our biggest cheerleaders, you know? And it's like, wow, look what my baby created, or look what she did, and you're saying the same thing or whatever. Like you can get like encouragement from other people, which is cool, but when you get it from, I don't know how about y'all, but when I get my encouragement from my spouse, my baby, like it's on a whole nother level. You know what I mean? Like y'all could be like, oh, good job, Akita, but it ain't on the same level as me getting, I'm proud of you, or you did a great job from my baby.
Oh, you did a good job.
Did I?
You did.
What'd you say earlier?
I said, I need you to help me.
And I said, yeah, it'd be nice to hear that.
It'd be nice to hear that all the time.
I didn't say it like that.
Yes,
She made me seem like
no,
that.
he was walking off like, it'd be nice to hear that. Be nice to hear that.
I was like, yeah, it'd be nice to hear that sometimes.
This is what happens. Then I'll be like,
she was trying to do something technical and she needed me to help. So she was like, come on, you gonna help me? Because I need
have the capacity, y'all.
She said, I need you to help. And I was like, oh, that felt good.
As he was walking
As I was walking away, you know, with my chest popped out.
That
and
felt good to have people say
like,
they
yeah,
need
you need to say that more often.
It was kind of like that too.
I did not say it like that.
It came that way.
I did not say it like that. But I mean, it's just something about when you encourage your spouse that is just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, not for me so much. I mean, I appreciate it.
You do. You act like you don't.
It's
but
okay.
You do.
I don't know, but I just think, yeah. Anyway,
I know
I just
that
think
you
we're
do.
just different.
Because when you do show me something, I'll be like, oh, that's really, I can see the sparkle in your eye.
No, what I like, I don't know why we're talking about this now, but
we talking about the good things that.
Yes, but you're telling me that that is my thing. That's not really
because
my
I
thing.
see the sparkle.
I know. My thing is when you have listened to something that I didn't necessarily know you were listening to that I did.
Which
and
is showing my support.
Support is the word.
I think it's all support.
Well, it is. It's just different ways of supporting.
Right,
I don't necessarily need like the pat on the back.
Affirmations. Right?
Yeah. I like the I really got something from that. That was really good. Like that was that was a great conversation. Like I like that kind of stuff.
I mean, I think it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's all the same thing, just in different ways. I think it's all the same thing. But,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like that part about it. You know, being able to encourage each other, having the same goal. What are some things you like, or the benefits?
Oh, I said that
some other things, because I gave 2, you gave 1, so you need to give another one.
So what are some of the benefits of us working together?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're able to build something. I think we built something. I think it allows us to connect on different levels. I think each time, especially like doing this that we do, I think each time we learn something else about each other. I think it puts us in a different light, so to speak. I don't know how to exactly say that, but I think that you see, because when you're married, you see like one aspect. But when you see like the working side, and like the side where you like be serious, have business meeting, have a goal, have a vision, that's like that's like, ooh. I think I got it.
Ooh.
You
see what I'm saying?
But listen, because it's in me now, I can't forget. I think when we are working as the best versions of ourselves in those spaces, and then we're working together as the best version of ourselves, I think it just empowers us as a couple.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's one thing, like if I'm doing my thing, I'm over here and I'm working in my best self, and then, that's great. And then he's doing his thing, he's working in his best self, and that's great. But I think it's something different when we're bringing
that together.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, like if you had a business partner, right, and y'all have a victory or y'all working on something, you have to share that with somebody outside of your circle. But when you're married and you're able to work on it together, you get to build something that you are sharing as one. You know what I mean? Is that what kind of like what?
Yeah, but also I get to see you in your element, but not from afar.
Right.
And like you're not seeing me in my element from afar. We're seeing each other in our elements.
Yeah. Together,
building a new element.
Deep.
What? I don't know what that's called right there. But
that's the elemental
marriage.
The
elements of marriage.
But yeah.
I think that. What was you gonna say?
No, I was just saying that was some great points that you said. We spent a little bit more time on the negative ones, but
I mean, I think it's important to know that there are
negative ones,
it's
but
easy all of the time. At least not for us.
We working through them. We trying to work through them.
But I will say what our biggest struggle, I think, out of all of those things is making sure that the personal part of what we do is good. Because if the personal part is good, then the business part will be great.
Right. And I think too, learning how to not separate the two, but learning how to have a clear barrier between, like, okay, we may be going through this personally, but we still need to get this job done.
Yeah.
You know, and still being able to put your best foot forward when you do that job, which is tough. It is tough.
Yeah.
And I mean,
when you're not in a good personal space.
Yeah, when you're not. Yeah,
it's
when you're not gelling.
You know what I heard somebody say? What I would like for us to institute, we haven't done it yet, is that having clearly defined roles and understanding like creative wise, he's really good creative wise. Like most of the things, even for like Tisha Talks, the like, you know, even when I do like the Thrive Lives, even the name, even like, you know, some of the concepts, he's really good creative wise. And I think knowing like, okay, he's really good creative and letting him be in that creative space. Remember we listened to that guy talk before, and he was like, look, decide who's doing what. Like decide who's really killer in this space. So like if you're really
and you
killer
let them
and creative,
do that role.
Right, and you let them do that role. Y'all still talk about it, but know that this is their space. So just like I would hire somebody out or I would have somebody come in.
Right.
I'm not going, I mean, I may offer suggestions, but they're the expert in that.
At the end of the day.
Right.
And I think, you know, for Tisha, you know, she's good with the structure and putting everything kind of in a timeline so that it makes sense. Like taking the creative stuff and putting it in, you know, the
like
order.
Executing it.
Yeah.
I'm good at execution and getting it done.
Right. So us knowing that our roles, I agree. I think that would definitely.
So when we come to the table, we're coming like when you're at work. Like,
so maybe what we should be doing, because when you're in the entrepreneur space,
listen, right now, okay?
Look, when you're in, because we're in the entrepreneur space, you find yourself wearing a lot of hats anyway.
Oh,
so you could get lost into like the structure person, the process person, the creative person, and you really, because you're just trying to get it done. Right. But I think it would be good for us to give ourselves a title. I'm gonna give myself a title.
Create
CEO of creative.
CEO of creative
spaces. I don't know.
Wait, and
innovation and creativity, and you are
productivity. I'm productivity.
Product and project manager.
Not product.
No, just
productivity.
Project manager.
Yes.
Project manager. Creative manager.
So when I say Akita, so what I should say?
Nope.
No, I got it.
Now listen, that don't mean. Listen.
What I should say is we're going live at 7. I'm gonna need you to be there at 6:45.
Listen, but that doesn't mean.
But that's it. That's your time.
No.
6:45, and then you just come at 6:45.
We'll see how that works.
What? See, then when the problem happens is when you don't respect the space.
If you just finished saying that. The job gets done.
No, but we're talking about what is more productive.
Right.
What's more productive? We can be a little bit more prepared. We can be a little bit more whatever. But anyway, so I think that I just thought, I'll take that title, and you can take the creative.
I'm gonna think on the title for me, because I want it to be.
I mean, not Yeah.
I mean, it's not all the titles, but it's good to just know where your role is. Right. Creative space. Project, management space, I think is cool.
Yeah, I think that helps. I think because so when you're coming to the table, you're not like, because when you got to go back and forth and you got to figure out this and you got to figure out that, you got to, then it's kind of like, this jigger.
Is that what you've been saying about me?
I say this jigger in my head all the time.
Well, you don't want to know what I say. I'll be like, this beautiful woman.
This CEO.
No.
All right, so that's our, what is it?
I don't know. You about to get voted out. You talk about CEO, you about to get voted out of the...
No, so that we just wanted to share with you guys some of the things that we struggle with or we deal with behind the scenes to be able to do the things that we've ultimately been called to do. And I think also just demystifying that it just all works out easy, because it doesn't. But the benefits of it outweigh the struggle, which is why we keep doing it.
Yeah. So if you guys are a couple and you work together, y'all have a business, or even if y'all work at the same place, like that is a whole nother thing. But drop your comments in there and let us know, what are some of y'all struggles? What are some of the things y'all like about it? Did you resonate with anything that we talked about? Y'all have the same challenges? But let us know.
Help us.
Help us. Help you. Help us.
Yes.
Help you. Help us. But thank you guys for checking us out. We will talk to you next time. So much for checking out this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you really enjoyed it, click that bell so you can get notified. Akita, Tisha here.
Real lives, real marriages,
Real conversations.